What's up, everybody? Phantom here, and we got some more news for the Switch. The first part is that they're still looking at VR as an option, and honestly, Nintendo, stop it. Stop kidding yourself. The Switch cannot do VR. Hell, PlayStation 4, the base PS4, honestly, most people would say it can't even do fucking VR, and you're gonna tell me your console, which is clearly less powerful, can do VR? No, stop it. Like, even there's multiple reasons why I can't do VR. One, power. Two, the patents that we've seen that show anything about VR with the Nintendo Switch show you using the Switch as a screen, which means it would be like mobile VR where you slide the Switch into the headset. The Switch is really big. Like, compared to a phone, it's really big. Really big, thick, and heavy. Like, you don't want to put something that big on your head. Like, that's just gonna weigh down on your neck, and it's gonna give you neck problems. Also, it's a 720p screen. Even the first development kit of the Oculus Rift had higher resolution than that, and even then people were saying that the Oculus Rift had a screen door effect, which means you could see the lines between the pixels, and that had a higher resolution. What do you think's gonna happen when people start getting their eyes that close to a 720p screen? They're gonna say it's too damn pixelated. Like, they're gonna say, oh, I can see the pixels, this looks like shit, and then they're never gonna use it. If that, they might even return it, so it's not even worth getting into, especially with the Switch, because unless if you're gonna make everyone dock it, tell them to buy extra processing power unit and then a headset on top of that, and then they have to worry about wires. The only thing you had going for you was if you put it like mobile VR, there's no wires. It's not worth it. Also, VR is dying. It never even took off, really. Like, it's a cool concept, but other than Resident Evil 7, which just came out, it's been like 5 or 6 months since people said, oh, this is why you need VR. Like, what games? The only one I can think of, and it's only because it recently came out, is Resident Evil 7. That's the only game I can think of is the reason why you need VR, or it's a good reason to have VR. So, like, just stop it with VR. Like, you don't need it. It just never took off. The technology isn't there yet. With the fucking cords being on the head, it's just not there yet. Now, for the second part, is that the online subscription. Now, most people freaked out when they heard they had to pay for it in full. Like, this, I'm guessing like October, November, they're gonna make people start paying for it. Now, most people freaked out, even myself included, because their service isn't worth paying for, and it's still not worth paying for. But especially at $60 a year, I'm not going to pay $60 a year to Nintendo for something that's even worse than Sony's or Microsoft's solutions. Like, even them, I don't want to give that kind of money to, but at least they give me stuff in return, like free games every month. Now, they're doing the same thing, but you don't get to keep it, so that kind of sucks. Now, I'll forgive them on that because the price has recently come out, at least for Japan. This president of Nintendo Japan, anyways, I forget how to say his name, so I'm not even gonna attempt it, but he said 2,000 to 3,000 yen, which turns to about $20-$30 US. Now, that's fine, you know. Give me online services for a year for 20-25 bucks. 30, you're really pushing it, but 25, hell yeah. I mean, I still don't want to pay for it because you haven't shown that you have an online service worth paying for, but at least, you know, it's $25, it's not $60, because, like, even with Microsoft giving me free games, I still don't think it's worth paying $60 a year to pretty much play online, which I can do for free with pretty much every single game on my computer which I can do. I got GTX 960 and i5 4690K. I mean, it's not the highest end of PCs, but it's damn near right smack in the middle for mid-range. Like, this is as mid-range as you're gonna get. But I don't have to pay to play online with my PC. I only do it with the Xbox because my friends. Now, if you guys want to play games with me, leave down in the comments. I have no problem playing with my subscribers. Honestly, it would help me make even more videos, which I've been slacking on. I will say this is a bit of a tangent, but I'm sorry about the no videos. I recently at work had my shifts changed from being all over the place to constantly on third shift, so I just had to figure out how I was going to do my schedule with YouTube and doing my work in the middle of the night. So like, it was just trying to get a balance, but I think I'm back in the swing of things, so there'll be more videos. Also, just a little bit more news about the Nintendo Switch. I think you might be able to put an external hard drive on this thing, because recent videos came out, or recent photos came out about the Switch, and there's clearly on their website, you can see the back of the dock, and it shows an HDMI, an AC adapter, but it also shows a USB, which is blue, which usually, to me, at least on computers, when the USB is blue, that means 3.0, which means you can put a decent external hard drive on it, which means you can upgrade it with 2-3 terabytes, whatever you want to put on it, which is good, which means you'll have storage options. Now, that's when it's docked. When you're on the go, you're still going to have to deal with SD cards, but those aren't as bad as most people make it out to be. Now, they are slower than most hard drives. Hard drives are just a little bit faster, but it's not the end all be all. It's just transferring speeds that you might see a problem with. But I'm just glad I see an option to actually put an external hard drive on this thing. Now, they haven't said that that's the case, but I think it is, seeing how it's a USB 3 and it's in the back of the console, where an external hard drive would fit just perfectly. So hopefully that's the case. But that's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Press a gun. Fuck out of here, you pussy.